like that, we are live. Oh my goodness. It's been a minute since we did a live stream. So let's see how this goes. It's been such a long minute since we did a live stream. So welcome. Let's see who's gonna join. Welcome to the live stream, guys. My pleasure having you here. For this is for the person that's gonna be watching this after. Yeah. Well. And the message is out that I'm live. Shish. Guys. Yes, we have 2 people that have joined the live stream. Thank you so much for turning on the notification bell. Thank you so much, because that means that you have gotten the notification, because I didn't prepare nobody that we are going to be going live. Thank you, Matt. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. If you're here, I should add you here and we have this conversation of traveling the southern part of Africa, because I said I am adding a guest that I do not have a guest, but I'm just basically here to have this conversation. And let's first welcome it. Oh, everybody is here watching. Thank you so much, Tari. I'm excited to meet you. That should be exciting. Oh my God. It's been a minute since we did a live stream, so I'm excited for this one. Let's see how everything goes. I'm from Ethiopia. Hey, how is Ethiopia? How is everything going over there? Well, guys, traveling the world is such a dream, but it's also not. I don't. Sometimes I struggle between being the person that brings you the reality of what traveling the world is, or I am like, let me leave you thinking about whatever you think about traveling the world. How are you doing today, Time West? I am doing okay. I am doing well. Today's a good day. I woke up in good energies. I'm so grateful. Decided to wear some color out and just be like, you know what, you can have a beautiful day despite everything that's going on. So, if you've been catching up on my travel vlogs, we're currently showing videos of Cape Town, still editing South Africa video. I have a lot of South Africa video. I've visited several places, so you guys should stay tuned because so many things are coming in store for you. I have been back and back exploring and just showing you what these countries are, how everything looks like, and all those good things. Yeah. So, how I'm doing today. In the process of all of that, maybe I could answer that question as we go on. How are you doing today? And I know the title of this video is Stranded in Zimbabwe. Let me clarify that early. I am not necessarily stranded, but what made me make that title was because the last time I was traveling and something major happened, news went out that I was stranded. And then now when there has been I landed in Zimbabwe and I got to learn that there's protests going on and all of these things. It made me be like, okay, people now started when they see news or stuff like this, they're like, hey, I hear you're in Zimbabwe. There are protests happening. Hey, this is going on. You just landed in Zimbabwe. So that's why I was like, let me do a live stream so I can show people that everything is okay. At least I am safe. I am doing well. And yeah, that's what's up. Traveling is such an adventure. Thank you guys for joining. Hit the like button. Let's have a conversation. If you're interested in joining us in having this conversation, please, I should actually leave a link there so you can feel free to join and be part of this conversation. Let's have a chit chat. Let's just chat together. I don't have to talk alone. I can talk with someone that's open to this conversation and we can just have a good time, right? So let me leave a link there. There you go. I don't know if you're able to click. Yes. I think you're able to click the link. So if you click the link and you wish to join and have a chit chat with me, that would be amazing. We have Johannes. Greetings from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Greetings to you too. How is Ethiopia? Guys, I'm excited because this year so many things are in store, including traveling with you guys. I feel like my glasses are dirty. This is not part of the discussion, but I feel anyway. Yeah. Yes. So one interesting thing that I've seen about traveling that I need to be stopped is going to countries, landing in the countries, falling in love, and feeling like I need to start a life here, which is what happened to me when I was in Ethiopia. Like I went to Ethiopia, had a great time, and I was like, hey, let's start a life there. And now I have visited recently like another country, well, several countries that I've been feeling like, oh, this will be nice. Like let's just stay in this country that is, chilled, nothing much going on, start a life, just live easy, it's affordable, the mountains are beautiful, the landscape is beautiful. I need somebody to stop me from thinking like this. Yeah. So welcome to the live stream. Today we're just gonna be chit-chatting and I'm just gonna be hearing from you guys. You guys have been hearing from me a lot, but I'm just here to, also confirm to people that could be concerned about where I'm at and what I'm up to. I am well, I am fantastic. So this is the live stream to just catch up on those issues. Yes, thank you so much for the continued love. Guys, we need to hit 40,000 subscribers. So we've been coming slow this matter. Tell me why. 80% of you guys that watch my videos have not subscribed. This is a statistic that I cannot understand. This is a statistic that I don't know what I did wrong or what I'm doing right. Yeah. So even at this point, you can hit the like button so that, we can continue increasing the engagement. You don't lose nothing. Nobody get to see that you liked. I get some people don't like commenting because you want to be hidden, you want to be silent, you don't do social media like that. But when you hit the like button on every video that I post, then everything is fine. So how is Zimbabwe right now? I am not the best person to report on how Zimbabwe is in terms of the political things that are going on and everything. And that's why I put a link in case someone is willing to join and give us like a breakdown of what's going on and stuff like this. But what I know is yesterday there was a protest and everybody that I knew, everyone that I met was like, stay indoors. And it's crazy because I had just arrived. But everyone was like, stay indoors, stay indoors. Yeah, so my transport from my accommodation, like to my accommodation, the whole country was silent. Like there was nothing going on that early morning. And yeah, from the news, I'm told there's a lot of propaganda and stuff like this. So that's why I can't say I can give perfect report. Some people be speaking in Shona, which is Zimbabwean language. So in that way, I'm not able to fully understand what's going on in the protest. So, but if you're Zimbabwean, that's a link there. You can click on that link in the comment section down below. You get to join us and we can have a chit chat about what's going on and all those things. Yes, but I'm excited. I am in Zimbabwe. I'm exploring Zimbabwe. Today, things are okay. I went out, I explored, I made videos, but tomorrow is going to be a more exciting day because so many things are in store. And yeah, that's exciting. Like, that's exciting. I hope you guys are tuned in. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell because I'm doing my best to post videos every day, not every other day. Every day I'm posting videos. Yesterday I posted. And if you ever find that you're not finding my videos, all you have to do is search Queen Desta, my YouTube channel name. I'm sure you'll be able to find because I do my best to put every new update, like every video. If you search, you'll be able to find. And Matt said, I'm great. I'm glad you replied to me. I also met your best friend Naomi. I saw her in your videos and became interested in her finally. Ooh! Interesting. Well, now I'm about to call Naomi and be like, hey, you didn't tell me you found somebody. You didn't tell me you met someone from my channel. Anyway, I don't know why I talk like that, but I'm just in person meeting life. I got to meet her at her workplace last month, and I'm happy for being friends with such a beautiful Kenyan girl. We didn't pursue a relationship further, but I'm still happy to be her friend. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. The people that I meet are actually amazing people. So if you find someone on my videos and you're interested in them or things like this, definitely link to them, have a chit chat with them, then you guys can see what happens. If something happens, come back to me and be like, hey, Queen Desta from your channel, I found my soulmate, or something like this. Because I found my soulmate by my YouTube videos. So I believe it can happen for someone else. Yeah, so if it happens for you, feel free. Well, if you see someone on my channel and you're like, "Oh, that girl," or well, maybe, "Oh, that man." I'm not sure I'm featuring a lot of men recently though. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day. For now, all we are doing is we are exploring. We are exploring the southern part of Africa, and we've been going seriously on full on exploring and me showing you guys what these places have in store. I have some goals that I want to accomplish this year, and I'm excited because we are going hard on, and your support really goes a long way. Someone likes to say that you can prepare meals, but if nobody eats, then that meal, you tend to start questioning, is the meal good, is it bad, and stuff like this. So anytime you guys show support, anytime you're watching my videos, you've been here on the live stream, definitely makes the whole adventure worth it. Yes. Other Now, about other things that we could talk about is how has been my experience in Zimbabwe so far, which, yeah, you will see more on my videos. But one thing I'm loving about Zimbabwe is I'd say Zimbabwe is a good definition of what African countries should be in this way, in people, in people, persons, interactions, or stuff like this. Like as you're walking on the road, people say hi to you. I think I'm expected to also say hi to people. What else? Just things like this. Yeah, people are very friendly. At the cashier, like when you go buying things, it's hey, how are you, madam? How are you doing? Just very friendly people. I feel very safe. I was walking alone today, and I felt safe despite feeling that there's a protest that was going on yesterday. Today I did feel very, very safe. And I'm excited. Let me know also, what other country would you want us to explore? Like, what other country would you want us to go to? I'm very keen to explore more countries that, especially, you guys are interested in seeing. Because at this point, my goal was to travel the world, and I've already figured out how to do that. So now I'm in a point where I also want to show you guys what you want to see. So you can tell us what country you would want us to visit, and I'll be happy to take you along with me. So someone has reached out and asked, have you ever been stuck in a country due to anything? Have you ever been stuck in a country? Let us know in the comment section down below if you have ever been stuck. Let's say it could even be in your city or stuff like this. I'll tell you, I'll go first. I'll go first. Is it that I like being stuck in countries or what goes on? So this time I was visiting, and I was having a good time. I was out here. In those days I used to party. Yeah. Like I used to, have a good time. And then I'm just having a good time. I have a perfect host. She was so friendly. I felt at home. She felt like a sister. And then all of a sudden, COVID happens, and you're being told, you know what? There's only one more flight for you to leave this country to go back to your country. And at that time, it was so confusing because nobody knew what we need to do about the COVID season. And that was the first time that I got stranded in another country. But the part about being stranded, and this is the reason I'm even doing this live stream, is you in your situation, things do not necessarily look as bad as they are. But the people that care about you, the people that love you, the people that, you know, care about your good well-being, they'll be more concerned because they are not there to control the environment. They can only depend on the report that you're giving. Yeah, so that was the first time I got stranded. I think all African countries are friendly as we share similar cultures. I thought so too. I thought all of African countries are friendly, but actually that's not true. There's like different, how would I put it? There's like different categories of friendliness. It's true, countries are friendly and all, African countries are friendly, but like there's different categories on, especially in the capital cities. Yeah. God, I need to be saved from this whole idea of feeling like, hey, don't say anything. It's not bad. It's just my thought. But I've been to some countries that were not as friendly as some other countries. Even as I think about it as a Nairobian, I'm not a Nairobian. I'm not, I think this is the first time I say it as a Nairobian. But anyway, as someone, if you visit Nairobi, people tend to be more careful. Not if you don't go around greeting everybody, things like this. some places that I have traveled to, they did tell me about, well, you can easily notice some money talk. Like if you have money, then they're gonna be friendly to you. If you did tip, then they're gonna be friendly to you, you know. So I can't say the level is the same. Yeah. Tariq, don't the situation in Zim is getting better. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Efia, thank you so much for confirming that I'm gonna have the Zimbabwean lab. I saw you posting on if you guys don't know if you Kimura, she's a Ghanaian, we did a collaboration in Cape Town, and she was also exploring southern part of Africa. So, but in out of her conclusion, which she can tell us more in the comment section, or she can join if she's free to do so. Well, like if she's down for it, she talked about how in Zimbabwe she experienced the most love. I don't know if I should put it that way, but it was something like this. And me, despite now that I've not already met people that I know, or people that we work in the same industry, or people that we have something similar, I would say Zimbabweans are just friendly people. Yeah. This hands down, like there's some form of humanity inside of them. Yes. I know there's many things being said elsewhere. Like I visited this other city in another country that I don't know if I want to start those wars online, but these people were saying opposite things about Zimbabweans. But I don't want to be quoted wrongly. Should I talk about this or should I just leave it? But anyway, some people, okay, I was in this city. I'm just gonna put it as the person said. I was in this city, and then someone was saying that people that are bringing issues to do with unsafe situations were actually the countries that were quoted were Zimbabweans and Tanzanians, which I found that to be so funny because I've interacted with Tanzanians and I've also interacted with Zimbabweans now more, but I've also interacted with other Zimbabweans like in the course of life. So it was very interesting to hear that the people that are moving into that city are the people that are causing the crime rate to go up. I don't know how true that is. It's just someone who commented that. But the part that I'm saying is for me, it's so far, the strangers that I've met have been amazing, have been very helpful. Especially yesterday, my cab driver was very, very helpful. Shout out to him. Especially because the place, everyone was silent. He helped me like get a SIM card, and shops were closed, literally, like places were closed. We did a good negotiation when I arrived in my place of accommodation. This lady was even like high-fiving me. I'm like, you guys, you guys believe it like this? Where's I'm almost being like, okay, professionalism. Like in other countries, people will be thinking professionalism, but this lady felt so comfortable. Like she's storytelling and being like, ha ha, wow. You can judge for yourself if that's a good or a bad thing. But for me, I was just like, interesting. Anyway, speak your mind. Controversy is good for fun. I don't I don't know if I want to be controversial. Maybe that's what I need to do. You know, like if I get controversial, then we're gonna explode. This channel is gonna hit like 200,000 subscribers. But I don't love controversy. I also don't want to push. Hey. Talking about controversy, it is hard not to be controversial. I did a video in Ethiopia talking about, I missed doing live streams, now I know. Anyway, I did a video in Ethiopia talking about why I would not move. This is not the right time for me to move to Ethiopia again. And people in the comment section, they came for me. And I was just sharing my experience on why when I moved to Ethiopia was the perfect time. And now it's not necessarily the perfect time. But you guys, you did it. Yes. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for controversial conversations. But I'll just necessarily share my stories from. I don't want to be the transporter of this controversy, and also because we are working so hard to paint Africa with a good picture. So anytime, like for example, me saying what city I am referring to and things to do with crime rates going up and stuff like this, still, it has a degree of being like we're pulling this down. But in all honesty, there's crime in all countries. It's just that sometimes the rates are different. Talking about controversy, even before I read your comments, another controversial thing that happened, I did a video of me walking my first day in Cape Town, exploring, and I was talking about how everyone told me that Cape Town is not safe. So it made me freak out. Like in all the other countries that I visited, or other African countries that I visited, I've never had the concern about not safe as much as I had heard about Cape Town, especially after arriving. And now we're not even talking about safety, like what I was being told. It's not about safety in terms of your phone being stolen or things like this. They were telling me that if you don't give out your phone, they might shoot you. If you don't do this, they might rape you. If you don't, it's like crazy things. So it made me freak out. So in this video, as I'm doing this video, I'm walking around being like, I was told it's safe. It's not safe. But as I was walking, I realized it's actually way safe than I had been told, or according to the fear that I had been put in me. At least it was much safer than that. I'm just saying controversy is a crazy thing, but I'm not trying to be controversial, but I guess controversy just has to come in the mix. Okay, let's get to hear what you guys are talking about. You're welcome, Tari. I will always mention your name everywhere I go. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Speak your mind. Controversy is good for fun. Yes, it's good for fun, but it's not good if you're the one being referenced as the leader of the controversy. I don't think I want to be that. I don't know if I'm controversial like that. But controversy is good because it gets the debate going. It gets people's emotions, poked. Oh, I recently learned it's not called poked. They get the emotions striked. I'm Ethiopian. I want to see you visit Morocco and Egypt. While you're there, I would love for you to show me the culinary delights and other cultural experiences in both countries. Yeah, now at this point, we have gone to. I'm very happy soon to be saying that I've gone to all Southern African countries. I'm waiting for that. East African countries, have we gone to all Eastern African countries? We haven't gone to Congo, like explored Congo. We only went up to like the border and entered that small distance. So I necessarily don't call that as a true kind of experience of that country. So I really look forward. We've done some part of West Africa. I look forward to doing a bigger thing over there. But sub-Saharan African countries, we are doing it. We've seen our people. I feel so proud of myself when I think backwards because charity begins at home. So I have seen my own place. I've seen my own people. And I was saying this in a video before I even react about Morocco and Egypt. I was saying this in a video. In all the countries I've gone to, I have passed for those countries. Like in all African countries that I've gone to, I pass for those countries. I come here in Zimbabwe, everybody's talking to me in their language. In South Africa, I was passing for South Africa. People would be speaking to me in different, like that's how you know like you're passing. All African countries I've gone to, I pass for those countries. And I've loved this. This is amazing. If you catch up later, no problem. Thank you very much. Then Johannes says, Queen Desta, I have got a very personal question. Shall I go ahead now, or you prefer an email or any other way for such issues? Please feel free to leave the question here. Here's the only place that you're guaranteed that I'm gonna respond with immediate effect. Anyway. Okay, so I have not gone to the northern part of Africa. Well, I don't think Djibouti counts. I don't know if Djibouti counts. It's there 50-50 kind of thing. But I will soon still visit like the northern part of Africa. I was more keen to see what's happening with our people, what's going on over there. And Africa currently is in a space where we are speaking out, we are speaking up, and I love to see it. And I'm just hoping that whatever effort we put towards the speaking up pays. Like we saw protests in Kenya, we saw protests in Ghana, we saw protests in Mozambique, we are seeing protests in Zimbabwe. I hope this of us speaking out is helping us and taking us to a better place. My only fear and concern that I have for Africa is that we don't get to war. Because when we get to war and such kind of things, then the country unfortunately goes down. Yes. If you want to know this city Yeah, you really want to know what this city is? Send me some super chat, send your email address. I'ma send it to you there. How was South Africa? Listen, South Africa was amazing. This is what I would say. After traveling to South Africa, I now know what is the best African country. And alert, it is not South Africa. Yeah. Yeah. So it is not South Africa. I don't know. I'm not being controversial. I'm just telling you my opinion. But South Africa is one of the, especially like Cape Town. I visited Joburg. I visited, what other parts? Bloemfontein. What other town did I visit in South Africa? I really wanted to see Pretoria, but then something happened. You'll see in the vlog. All that is coming. You'll see how beautiful South Africa is. South Africa is beautiful. South Africa has like very good roads. Cape Town is very clean. I was not necessarily impressed with my first impression of Johannesburg. I was like, what's going on over here? Like, hey, what happened? What's happening? And then, well, if you go to other parts of Johannesburg, then that changes. But the city center, I was just like, what? Anyway, another whole story that can turn to controversy very, very fast. But I choose not to go on that road. South Africa was amazing. I saw beauty, great places to take all this Instagrammable kind of vibe and all that. But just with any other place, it introduced problems that I am not interested in. Like problems such as uh, you are not from here, get out of our country kind of conversations. And others would be like, oh, ah, maybe I shouldn't talk about this, or should I talk about it? Just other things like tipping culture that is beyond words. For example, I'm out there asking, someone asked me to take them a photo. I'm happily doing that as a Kenyan from anywhere in the world. But then they were like, I will tip you because it's in the culture that if you help anybody in whatever small way, this was in Cape Town. I was really surprised. Just because you help someone in a very small way, they expect monetary return in that way. I'm like, where's the humanity? Where are we? Where are we at? Like, how can we not help each other? It just feels like such a, exchange of money kind of thing. Yeah. But that was that South Africa. There's so many things. Also, South Africa is very big. Landscape, in terms of landscape, South Africa is blessed. Like, I did road trips within South Africa, and I was just like being wowed on how big lands big lands are in South Africa, that some are bare, some have flowers, some have wine, some have grapes. Just so nice. The roads are very good, as I said. But anyway, surely a little bit of fun isn't bad at all. That was South Africa. I love South Africa though. Yeah. I did visit other countries. I visited, should I tell you guys now? Are you interested in knowing? I also visited Eswatini. I also visited Lesotho. I also visited Mozambique. We are doing it, guys, like no one's business. So when I tell you, I now have an idea of what's going on. Um, and we still have more countries to visit. We are going back to back, back to back. When I told you we are back to traveling, it's hard to catch up with Damaris and where she's at. You just have to be part of my travel group, and from the travel group, then you can be able, yeah. So, is Ohana still here, or did they leave? Because I'm waiting for the question. So I'm very excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to be hitting the streets of Harare and seeing what this country has to offer. I am excited. It's exciting. Very, very exciting. Yeah. So that's what's up. That's what's up. And my only uncertainty, which would actually be like a part about this stranded or not stranded story. You guys have never been stranded, because I didn't hear anyone share anything. Is the uncertainty of, someone has just told me that who's in like the army and stuff like this, that there are possibilities of a future protest being planned. So the fact that you never know when that protest could happen definitely leads you to being like, I don't know, then that means, should I stay longer in Zimbabwe and hope it doesn't happen, or is living more wise? Yeah, so there's that part as well. Anyway, that's what's going on. So the culture and the food and the people and the unexpected experiences so far have been amazing. More similarities, especially when it comes to the food. I've not experienced so much difference, but in Mozambique, I did experience a different kind of cuisine, which I really loved, and I'm gonna carry on into my, you know, into my, what am I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna carry these different foods into my cuisine when I finally decide, you know what, we can cook, we can sit down and stuff like this. Then someone asked a very personal question, as they said, well, you're a married woman. Yes, I am very married. And talking about marriage, someone actually commented and said, can you do a video? You keep showing us you have a wedding ring. You keep showing us you have a wedding ring, but we never get to see the man. He is my treasure. He is my treasure. My eyes only. Anyway, I'm joking. I'll feature him on the channel very soon. Will you still go to Nigeria? Yes, I'll go to Nigeria. I'm still planning to figure out how to fly into Nigeria. If you guys, like continue supporting my channel, you continue watching my videos, then I can visit all African countries, which is a goal. It happens, we thank the Lord. So while you're a married woman, newly married, I don't think now. When do people stop being newly married? When? Because now I'm like more than 1 year. 1 year, 4 months married. So when does the newly married? I can't say I'm not newly, but when does the newly married end? You're not staying at home and passing time with your husband. That's kind of awkward for me. I'd like to know how you handle this thing. How I handle being newly married and you're not staying at home and passing time with your husband. The fact that I'm not staying at home does not mean I'm not passing time. First of all, I don't like the idea of passing time, but I could get, maybe you meant I'm not spending time with my husband. But I would say, I think I spend more time with my husband from a distance, sometimes way more than I do in reality. So, yeah. So I would say I am very, 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 very in contact with my husband. I talk to him every second. And if you think about it, the people that are now, you're saying the normal kind of setup of marriage is normally people wake up by 5 a.m. maybe, or 6 a.m. By 7, after waking up, you maybe pray and have breakfast. The wife is very busy, maybe making the breakfast, and then the guy is getting ready to go to work. And then after that, the guy goes to work and then comes back at night. When you come back at night, you're both tired, you both sleep, and then the cycle continues. Yeah, I guess that's what many settled people do. So, but the fact that I'm not in that, we're able to create quality time to, more than just that regular. So even people that are together, sometimes they're not necessarily together like that. Yes. So for me, we are currently making it work. I'm traveling. He is also doing his work, and we're loving each other and enjoying this phase of marriage, because it's not always going to be like this. My final question is that I'm crazy about the Kenyan skin tone, and I look forward to having a Kenyan girlfriend. All the best to you, all flowers and all love to you. You know, the Kenyan skin tone. I didn't know this. Two things I never knew is unique. I never knew I have an accent. Which is anytime I say that, I feel stupid. But I never knew I have an accent. Like, I thought other people have accents. I just speak normal. I thought this is the SI unit, and then you other people have accents. And then second, I didn't know Kenyans have a tone. Because I've been getting this so many times. Like, I love the Kenyan tone. Like, body tone. I'm like, I didn't know this is a tone. I thought we are just Africans. But anyway, thank you very much. Can you give me tips on how to interact with a Kenyan girl based on your experience? What distinct shifts should Ethiopian men consider? The easiest way for you to meet Kenyan women is to go to where the saturation is high. So how do you go to where the saturation is high? Visit Kenya. And that's why I, as Queen Desta, the CEO of Desta Travel, has organized a trip for you to come to Kenya. When you come to Kenya, then you have room to meet Kenyan women. I guess the best tip is you considering to visit Kenya. If you can't, then consider joining Kenyan communities in, like you're saying you're in Ethiopia, in whatever country you're in. So join the Kenyan community there. Like just do the activities they do, find out where Nyama Choma joins, things like this are easier ways to identify a Kenyan. Is if you can go to like a club, the people that are dancing a lot, if they're not West African, then they are Kenyans. So yeah, things like this. Of course, you can also do dating apps. Yeah. Samir, based on your experience, what distinct shift should the Ethiopian men consider? Just be more outgoing, be more direct. Nigeria has a lot of bush of meat. Will you try some of them, like rat meat? I'm not sure I'm eating rat because I fear rats. Like my life depends on my God. Are you still in South Africa? No, I am not. I am not in South Africa. I am currently in Zimbabwe, but I still have so many South African videos, so many other Southern African videos. By the time you guys will be watching Zimbabwe videos, it will be a minute. It will be a minute, but I'm excited for when that happens. Maybe we should consider be doing more lives. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below if you want us to be doing more lives so we can grow this community, so we can be having some chit chat. So yeah, I'm currently in Harare. So if you're in Harare, you want us to link up, feel free to reach out. Yes, that's what's up. Now I have a question. If you could visit anywhere in the world, like tomorrow, where would it be? If you got a chance to explore, let's say Africa. Let's narrow it down to Africa. Where would it be? And why? Just yeah. Where would it be? Because that's a question now. I don't know. Like I feel like well, I still have Nigeria. Nigeria is a big one that I need to do out of like the giants of Africa kind of thinking. But well, I don't know why my head. I need to change this. My head, and this is such a controversial thing to say on the internet. Hey, I can be cancelled for this. But my head sees Africa on the sub-Saharan Africa. It like cuts the line like that. I don't know. Well, I don't know if I need to address something, but I've also been told to be very open-minded about everything because there's even some more history about us in the northern part of Africa. So we definitely should consider seeing what those countries have in store. But the goal is to visit the whole world, or as many countries in the world, experience as many things, because I'm a big believer in experiences more than in buying Gucci bags and stuff like this. Nothing against Gucci, but I'm just saying. So if you were to visit a country tomorrow, maybe all expenses paid, where would it be? Thank you, Desta Konjo. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. I would get why people would talk about the Kenyan skin tone. And sometimes we don't see these things because we've been like this for the longest. But it makes sense when I think about what country? When I think about the Ethiopian skin tone. Like I can see the Ethiopia, I can see the Habeshanes, if that makes sense. Yeah, I am a Zimbabwean. Are you talking about what happened on Monday? Yes, I'm talking about what happened yesterday. And if you would tell us more, like, is it happening more? Is it going to continue happening? Is it expected to continue happening? I would tell you why I'm thinking in that way. Well, I've already gotten a confirmation that there are possibilities that another protest would come. But the other thing has to be when Kenya was going through protest, I think I also have PTS. I don't say PTSD, like post trauma stress. It's not a disorder, it's just like a stress. I think I have that because I saw the Kenyan protests. So when I think about protest, I think about tear gas and just people running. If you saw the Kenyan protest, the Gen Z, it's called Gen Z protest. If you saw that, then you understand what I'm talking about. So when I heard about the protest, it made me be like, I don't want to be caught up in that mess in another country. Not like mess, but like in that situation. So yeah, I'm just here to have the conversation and to confirm that I'm not stranded. I'm very okay. I'm very fine. Yesterday ended in a good way. Today we've explored, we've seen outside. Tomorrow we are going to be enjoying and exploring more. And then what else? Apart from tomorrow. So my only other concern is, at what point should I leave? If I don't want another protest to be catching me here. So if you know when another one is happening, protests are not violent here in Zimbabwe. People usually stay at home, so you have nothing to worry about. Really? Like what happened yesterday? That's all that happens in Zimbabwe protests? Jeez. If I show you what Kenya protests look like, then what you guys had yesterday was a go slow day. It should not even be called a protest. It should be called go slow day. Yeah. It should be called no working day. Today, stay at home and love your kids. Yeah. Okay. Then maybe, as I said, maybe this is my PTS talking. I was in Ghana, in this village. If you watched my videos, you would have seen that. In this village in the Volta region, and it was in Keta, and they were having a festival. So in this festival, they would have gunshots, like in the air, to celebrate the chiefs and to celebrate, you know, people that are royal. Okay, that's a very interesting. It was a very interesting festival. You should check that video out. So what caught freak my attention is how I was reacting to any time the gunshot would be fired, is I would freak out. It would remind me of the protest. Like, we are here to celebrate, but I would remember the protests, because the Gen Z protests in Kenya, they were not joking. The tear gas and stuff like this, people throwing back the tear gas to the police. It was said to be peaceful, but I don't know if that is what peaceful means. Well, it was peaceful from the people, but from people with more authority, maybe not. Yeah, so I'm just sharing for you to understand more on what perspective I'm talking about and where I'm coming from and all those things. I need somebody. And also, guys, please, 40K subscribers. Yani, let me speak even in Swahili. 40K ni kitu ya kunyima mtu. I don't know if it's a Kenyan word. Yep, more like a stay at home. You won't hear or see guns here in Zimbabwe. You would rarely see our police with guns. Oh, okay. Then that's cool. That's very cheap. That's very cool. That's a stay-at-home situation. Thank you for that. Now I'm more relaxed. I'm more relaxed. Thank you. So therefore, I'm not stranded in Zimbabwe. We will change that title once this live stream is over and say, enjoying the southern part of Africa. Yes, I'm just asking you guys, have you subscribed? Just because I care for that subscription. Have you? Or at least even if you're not subscribing, just hit the like button. Okay? Yeah. And let me know, do you want me to be doing more live streams, or do we just stick to daily uploads? Would you be interested? Any more questions you have about Zim? Do you think the protest will be happening anytime soon again? Do you think they'll be happening? Or what do I need to know? What should I not do? Any guidelines in those areas? I would appreciate. Yeah. But so far, I'm happy despite everything that happened. And, when you're in a foreign country, you don't want to be naive about everything. You want to be better safe. How do you say it? Better safe than sorry. Exactly. So that's what's going on. Yeah. Thank you so much for the info. Thank you so much for the update. YT Sal TTV. Yes. So that's what's up. I'm so happy I did this live stream. I'm so happy I caught up with a few of you guys. I'm so happy we got to chat. I'm so happy I got to hear from you. I hope you guys also got to enjoy. We'll try and do more entertaining kind of live streams. Maybe while I'm going out, as I'm seeing places. Now Zimbabweans know what is going to happen next, but protests are not common. No Zimbabwean knows what's going to happen next, but protests are not common. Okay, good to hear. Thank you for that update. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, you see? Then finally, in the long run, we can say this live stream was a success because we got to all feel we are okay. Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm in a good spirit. Yesterday, I was feeling like I want to run away from Zimbabwe because it's one thing to land in a country and then you hear all these things that are happening. And it's another thing when you were expecting to come and have a good time, to come and, explore, experience all these good things. Yeah. So let's continue experiencing Zimbabwe. Any more questions you have about Zimbabwe? More questions? Maybe I will ask after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be exploring and I'm going to be meeting some Zimbabweans, which is exciting because I have so many questions about Zimbabwe that I'm waiting to hear. Especially like, why are you guys using USD? Like, I like doing calculations in normal currency, like in the country's currency, but because then you have a bonus, But like when you're using USD, I don't feel like I'm gaining nothing. Prices are just strictly in USD, price in dollars. Anyway, that's what is up. I have many questions, but I will be asking I as I proceed on with my stay here in Zimbabwe. I sure know I cannot understand everything in like one sitting or in one setup, things like this. Yes, any question from anyone that's watching or any clarification that they might want or any concern, something, anything I need to change, anything I need to do better, anything I can, feel free. You're welcome. You're welcome to type, you're welcome to comment. Corruption and sanction destroyed our economy, so that is why we use USD. Yeah, it's not funny. I don't want it. I want Zig. I don't want the USD prices. I don't know how to explain it. Like, how we do maths in my country is when you buy like water, you'll be saying, let's say something is 100 Kenya shillings, and you'll be saying that's $1, but in all honesty, it's not $1. It's actually like $70 or $80. Here, you lose that chance of that you've gained any benefit from the dollar. You give the dollar as is. As is $10, you pay that $10. There's no change. This is my sad part about the dollar system. But it's okay. It's okay. We are managing. No bad. It's not very bad. It can be also very tricky. Like I went to the grocery store today. When did I start saying grocery store? I went to the supermarket today and I got so excited. So this is what happened. Like USD prices will show you the prices are less. So like you'd be reading things at $1, $1, $1. But if I was doing the same shopping in another country, it would be more. Like especially let's say even in Rand, it's gonna be like $1 is like how much in Rand? Let's see if I remember. But the thing, what I'm saying is, you won't be reading things and it's saying $1. You get. So when I went to like the store when I went to the supermarket, I was just being like, everything is $1. Everything is $1. I made it to the Dollar Tree. If you know about the Dollar Tree. So until I started converting things, and I'm like, I wouldn't be buying this $1 juice in Kenya because I'd be like, that's not just $1. That's a lot of money when you add up in the long run, Yeah. So there was also that kind of scam like that. Lol. If you live in Zim long enough, you won't like the Zig. It is constantly being losing value. I get it. I'm not even saying use the zig. I'm not even saying I want to use the zig in that way. I am just saying I want the country to have, like, you know how we have rands? When you're using rands, when you do the conversion back to USD, it's not always necessarily the exact amount in USD, especially for like accommodation. You could get this price. They've even said it's $20, but when you convert it, it's like $19 or $18. This is the part that I'm saying I don't want. I want big. But in all honesty, what do I know? What do I know? I would give you another very good example. In this store, I did not find anything that is less than 40 cents. Come on, 40 cents in Kenya shillings is like 50 Kenya shillings, and we can find things worth below 50 Kenya shillings in the supermarket. So it's just a very interesting conversation that I thought over there. But we're going to continue exploring and experiencing. Then I'll let you know by the end of the video if the fact that Zimbabwe uses US dollars, does it make it the most expensive country in the southern part of Africa? I'm also very keen to learn about, like how much money then do people earn if you earn in US dollars? Because in other African countries, because of the currency and all these things, people end up earning, let's say, even some countries earn $100 a month. And in that $100, they are forced, or they have to make it make sense or make it work within the month, and somehow they do. So I'm keen to know what's like the minimum for someone here in Zimbabwe. Yeah. But we are going to continue exploring that. These are just my opinions. This even ends up being like my first impressions of Zimbabwe, like in a shortened way. I have done videos about this, so stay tuned. We're going to go deeper in those conversations in the videos. I'm just excited to create value content to you guys, that if you watch my videos, then you get an idea and you feel like you traveled with me. If there's something you'd want me to do differently and the same, I would be happy to know, and I'll be happy to learn and maybe change a few things here and there. Yeah, but the dollar system continue. What else can I say? If it would still be the same even if we use a local currency. Most products in our supermarkets are imports from South Africa. Also, in high-end supermarkets, stuff are usually more expensive. Okay, I see. Okay. Makes sense. Because in this store, I was like, how is this one piece of chicken like close to $4? Like, what? What? Yeah, I have bought before a whole chicken, not cooked, at like $6. So buying one piece of chicken like this at $4. So thank you for clarifying that and just making me know that maybe I also went to where prices are expensive. Jumbo Desta, Jumbo, how are you doing? How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Maybe it's high time I speak some Swahili. Niko salama sana. Well. Let's also take a minute to congratulate Southern African people. Like, I mean, everyone in the Southern African countries, they speak more than 3 languages. I would say everyone. Like, many people speak more languages. Me, I am out here just speaking English, Kiswahili, Kikuyu, I don't know, Masai, a little bit of Ethiopia. Those two can be questioned. But I literally just speak 3. But here, people be speaking 5, people be speaking 7, people will be speaking 8, 11, and like, you guys, power to you. Iko poa sana. I see you. I see. I see. Okay, now I can't talk. Because this guy that tickles me just joined the chat. Okay, calm down, Damaris. You speak Swahili. That's interesting. Or are you using a translator and then you're coming to shine here? But anyway, niko poa kabisa. I remember being stranded in Zimbabwe 2 years ago. Let's just say it made international news headlines, laughing. David, tell her, give us the tea. We want the tea. We want the reality of what happened. Give us the tea. Give us the tea. Shout out to my husband. Congratulations on your travels. Passport will need new page soon. That's actually a true story, guys. I'm about to fill my first passport. I'm about to fill my first passport, and I'm excited. I love it. I'm not very excited. You got arrested at the airport? What happened? What happened? What did you do? What did you do? You got arrested at the airport. I've also seen a few people being arrested at the airport. Like maybe, and let me not say a few, because if you saw one or two people in online, that doesn't make it a trend or something like this. Yeah. Talking about as you're waiting for this story, they thought I was coming to do an investigation. Then I got deported. You got deported. Sorry. My God. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. In my world of travel, one of my biggest fear is to not get deported. Like I pray to never get deported because that's scary. The stories I hear about deportation just makes me be like, God, I don't want to ever get deported. Immigration officers and points of entries, they are normally very freaky. Anyway, back to my passport story. I'm excited for my passport to fill up, but I'm also not very excited that when I go to the immigration officer, I'm always opening a previous page so they can stamp there. I'm almost at that point. Hey, call me a traveler because I'm almost at that point where people put a sticker on an empty page because as you travel, you're expected to have at least, I think, one page or two pages that have not been stamped, empty pages. So I'm in that stage where I put a sticker on at least a page so that they don't stamp there, so that one page continues being free. Because if we get our passport filled this soon, I still want to go to a few countries. I still have a long journey before we can be able to start stressing about getting another passport. Yeah. So, but yeah, our passport is about to get filled, which is exciting. I'm excited. Look at me. Look at me. I'm excited. Sorry about that. That's the deportation story. Not a very good story. Jeez, sorry. What country were you even coming from? Did that have anything to do with that? Or what made them think that you, among everyone else that you were coming with, that you were here, that you were coming to do an investigation? Ah, you're coming from Ghana. You have Kenyan passport privilege. You guys are lucky. Yeah. Oh. Yes, yes. Let's count our blessings. Let's count our privileges. Because I would say Kenya definitely is not among the strong passports. There's actually some African passports that are very strong. But for example, Seychelles, I got to learn Seychelles is very, very strong compared to other African countries. But I for sure know the Kenyan passport is way stronger than some African countries, and this for sure I don't take for granted. The fact that even on this trip that I've been doing, all the countries I've been going through to are visa free, so that's amazing. But man, this passport conversation is something we need to one time just have like a whole conversation about. Kenyan passports get very little scrutiny in Africa. Yes, that's true. That's true. And there's a privilege of the country that you come from. Where this is, I would put it this way. You tell someone, I'm from Kenya, and they're like, oh, they're excited to talk to you, and they're like, oh, from there, all that far. But then you say, I'm from, let me not quote any country, but when they think you're from another country, especially mostly like neighboring countries, it's not a big deal to people. Yeah, but of course, the immigration conversation is a whole different thing. But what I'm saying and agreeing to you is there's definitely privilege based on which mother gave birth to you and which country they were coming from. That might not have sounded like the most cute thing that I would ever have said, but it is a privilege where you were born and what nationality and what passport you use. And at least some of these things we are being able to change, and we are not stuck to just because I was born Kenyan, then I have to die Kenyan. But then that's another privilege because then at least even Kenya gives dual citizenship. Is it just two? Can you only have two citizenship? Can you have more than two? Because it would be nice to have like three. I'm going to Europe, I have a passport. I'm going to Africa, my Kenyan passport. I'm going to America, my American passport. then you have hacked it all. You have the strongest passports on earth. I used to date a Kenyan, and whenever we traveled, we had such different experiences. I would agree to this. Can I tell you also, guys? I think I understand why less men. In my statistics, men mostly travel for business. More women travel for adventure and to just see a destination. I just had, Victoria Falls on my bucket list, so I'm going to there for my birthday. This kind of travels. And we were having a conversation about different privileges, even when it comes to gender, when it comes to traveling. So women have different kind of privileges, completely different from men. It's so crazy. I was boarding a taxi from one country to another, and the guy that was in front of me was from my same country. But this person was so rude to this guy, like they couldn't believe that he can't speak the language there. Then when it was my turn, this guy was so friendly. It's like two different complete experiences, but we have different privileges, and we should all embrace the privileges that we have and the different situations that we have. Then we go on this road trip, 4 hours in, people be out to pee, and me, I cannot go out to pee because like you have to consider 170 other things. So different experiences, different privileges, and that is just how life is. It's coming in all kind of situations. Your country, your gender, your height, your color, your accent. So many. Your finances. The finances one is actually a big one. Oh my God. Oh, I should. I wanted to say something very serious, but I wanted to say I should ban my husband from commenting because why am I feeling flattered? But it's because we have already had some of these conversations off camera, or like off this discussion. Then he says Kenyan privilege is ignored by Kenyans. Now I know, sweetheart. Yes, but it's true. Kenya privilege is ignored by Kenyans. The land, the ocean, the mountains, the cultures, it is an amazing place. Thank you so much. Thank you. But, okay, not but. And I have learned on my trips that more Africans look down on their country. Yeah, more. Maybe we'll have more discussion on this when I make it back to Kenya, so we can have a conclusive kind of discussion on this matter. But I feel like we've not been sold to how important and how valuable the things that we have are. So then we tend to think other things are better than what we have. Other news, we tend to think the grass is greener. Tell me who doesn't do this. The grass is greener on the other side. But also the marketing has really gone well. Like some countries have been sold as this is the golden, I can't say that phrase. Whatever. Yeah, like this is it. This is it. Some countries have been sold as the it. I'm not saying they are not or they are, but the point is it has made even the people believe that it is. So I feel like there's a need for even like Kenyans and even more like Africans to have that conversation more and more. Everybody likes you guys for no reason. Literally, nobody thinks of Kenyan people and goes, I dislike those guys because we are good people. We just good people. That's what it is. We are just amazing. We are just, you know. Hi, greetings from India. Hi, how are you doing? We are just the best people on earth. Now, after traveling to close to 30 countries, I know Kenya is great. Other people are good. I needed to use all that money, spend all that time, go through the travel hustle to come to that conclusion. But the Lord is good. We made it to that conclusion. But anyway, I don't know why I was laughing even. Like, well, what was funny? Yeah, but it's because I was hyping myself on we are good people. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to blow your own candles. So I think that's what I'm finding that to be very funny. But in all honesty, I think we are. Yeah. I think in Kenya there is no many propagandas going on. All we just need is a good government. We stop ranting about our president and our politicians, and if our systems run right, Kenya is paradise. This I have learned. If we are able to make money, if you're able to make your money right, things like this, you can live a very good life, very perfect life in Kenya with your community, with a social life, with work-life balance, with the sun, with the good weather, no changes, no summer, no winter, no all these things. Things I used to take for granted. Healthy foods, you'll be eating healthy. Some humanity going on. There's no a lot of, how would I call it? Stereotypes like witchcraft and crime and all those things is not that bad. So I agree. Very true. Kenyans have a good reputation. Yeah, and I think we should keep it that way and keep working towards making it a better one. Yes. Anyway, this was a nice live stream. If you guys want to see, more live stream, please, you can comment in the comment section down below. More live stream, please, or you can tell me now that you want us to do more live stream so we can keep catching up. I wish earlier on we were talking about controversies. I wish I had the confidence to just be doing controversial topics because there is 1 million controversial topics that we can get into. Maybe we should consider, yeah, just for fun, as someone recommended, just for fun, and be right there, just for fun, controversial chit chat. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, this is me concluding the live stream. It's been nice. I enjoyed the chit chat. I look forward to us having more chit chat. Keep on watching my videos. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. I don't take all of you that joined for granted. I really appreciate. It was a nice chit chat. It was a nice catch up. It was a nice time to just converse about a few things here and there. And I look forward to a time we'll have the best. Like already our continent is amazing, but I look forward to when things will work out for our best and just, it'll be the most. It is already amazing. I don't even know what I'm saying. Like it's amazing and it's amazing. Like we just need to keep learning more on how amazing we are and how great we are and all the potentials that we have and all the great things that we did, can do, and have done and are doing. So without me saying many more things, you can tell me good night because it's night here. Just tell me good night. If one person tells me good night, then I might end this live stream. If you guys don't tell me good night, I ain't ending this live. We'll be here the whole night. We'll be here together. We'll be here. So you better tell me good night. I'm waiting. Oh, you don't want me to go? I'm that good, the Kenyan that you talked about, yeah? Oh God. Please. One person, just one person. I didn't say 10 people. Just one person. Have a good night. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you guys on the next video. Until next time, always remember free time for that to take nice your soul. Until next time. Bye. So this is what happens. You end the stream like that.